Have you ever seen such a bizarre company? Their daily work is just drawing circles on paper endlessly, and surprisingly, their monthly salary reaches over 6 million. 3 job seekers came for an interview that day. The interviewer asked them whether the chicken or the egg came first. The first candidate confidently said, "Obviously the egg came first, because chickens hatch from eggs," while the second candidate said, "It must be the chicken that came first, because without chickens, where would eggs come from?" But neither of their answers was what the interviewer wanted. When it came to the third candidate, the girl looked at the interviewer with confusion. Then, accepting potential failure, she said, "Since it's impossible to verify now, why should we bother studying it?" Upon hearing this, all the interviewers were immediately amazed, because this was exactly the kind of employee they were looking for, and so the girl was unanimously approved. The next day, the girl was supposed to report to the 23rd floor, but when she entered the elevator, she couldn't find the button for the 23rd floor. The company leader told the girl, to reach the 23rd floor, she had to take the stairs. The girl said she could take the elevator to the 22nd floor and walk up, but the leader said that wasn't allowed. It was company policy. She must start from the first floor. Having no choice, the girl went to the stairwell, and began slowly climbing up. Since this was a job she had worked hard to get, even knowing it was deliberate difficulty, she had to face it with optimism. After who knows how long, she finally stumbled up to the 23rd floor, but what she saw there left her stunned once again. There was a winding white line on the floor. The huge office had only a few desks. After a brief self-introduction, a colleague beckoned her to come over, but after the girl took just a few steps, the colleague told her to stop. It turned out they wanted her to follow that line to walk over. Although the girl was confused, since it was her first day, she had no choice but to do as they said. As soon as she sat down, the team leader handed her 10 blank papers, asking her to fill them with neatly arranged circles. The girl thought she had misheard, but the team leader told her again, this was her work for the day, and she needed to submit it to the supervisor for inspection. And so, the girl worked until 12 o'clock. It was almost lunchtime. The girl asked the team leader about lunch arrangements, but the team leader ignored her, only focusing on their own lunch preparations. Just then the girl heard a door open. Looking up, she saw an ant in a maid uniform pushing in lunch. Obviously, she was also following that line, then placed a bowl of dark noodles in front of them. Of course, the girl got her portion too. While everyone else was eating with great appetite, the girl had no appetite at all, so she curiously asked them what work they had just done. Her colleague said this is the work. The girl asked again, why not take the perfectly good elevator? Why insist on using the stairs? Her colleague said she didn't know either. At this point, the supervisor couldn't hold back anymore, and said something that shocked everyone.